Hi, I'm Maya. I'm 19 weeks pregnant with baby number 2. I have a little boy named Leo. He is turning 3 in November, which is insane. It really hurts my heart because the last 3 years have gone by so quickly. I thought I would do a first trimester update since so much happens in the first 3 months, and I didn't know that these videos existed when I was pregnant with Leo, and I would have found it so helpful to have watched them and just see what other women's pregnancy journeys were. I just think it would have been really helpful. I thought I would start out with how we found out. We had been trying for a couple of months, so I did have my little stash in the bathroom drawer, and when my period was a couple of days late, I ran on over and took a test, and I really wasn't expecting it to be positive, but it was, which was really exciting. My fiancé was out at the time, so our little boy made him a card saying, "Congratulations, I'm going to be a big brother," and when he got home that evening, Leo ran on over and gave him the card, and he was super surprised because, yeah, neither of us were expecting it to happen that month. It just didn't seem like it was going to happen. As soon as I found out, I started taking folic acid and vitamin D. I took these ones, the Pregnacare original ones. I took these when I was pregnant with Leo, and I do not remember them being disgusting, and these are so horrible. I've heard other people say that they just taste weird. They must have changed the formula or something because they taste really awful, they smell awful, they're huge, like the pills are massive. I personally wouldn't recommend these, and when I went to see my doctor, she said, "Oh no, you can just take any old folic acid and I'll write you a prescription for vitamin D." So I took these ones. These are perfectly fine. They're tiny, they're Waitrose own brand, just folic acid, the 400 ones, that's the one you're meant to take, so ask your doctor, but this is what I would recommend, just like a Boots own brand, Sainsbury's, Waitrose, anything really, as long as your doctor says it's okay, just because the pills are so much smaller and it's just, they don't smell weird, it's just, you don't need that extra discomfort. And then I also took my vitamin D prescription as well. I have actually in the last couple of days had to go back to these because I ran out of my prescription. I don't have a midwife appointment until the end of the week. Yeah, not enjoying these. Symptoms wise, the first thing I noticed was that my boobs are really sore, and they got a lot bigger, yes. And it just made it uncomfortable to sleep, but no complaints there, it was fine. It's nice having bigger boobs. The next thing was morning sickness. I did not have morning sickness with Leo, so I was really taken by surprise with this. I didn't actually get sick, but I was incredibly nauseous pretty much every day for the 3 months. I really was put off by mushrooms, and put off by coffee, which is probably a good thing because I am a coffee addict. And it just makes it a lot easier not to crave a coffee every morning when you're pregnant. You're not really meant to have that much anyways. Another thing was that I got really out of breath. I don't know if part of that is just from running after Leo all day, or I don't know if it's just a different pregnancy and that's just what's happening this time. But I get up to the top of a hill and usually I'd be fine pushing a pram and, you know, running after Leo up a hill. But I get to the top and I'd be so out of breath and have to take a little rest and have some people being like, "Oh, are you alright?" But that's gone away a little bit. I guess the other thing, being tired, of course. Being very tired. Definitely wanting to take a nap, but that just doesn't happen very much anymore. Leo does go to nursery twice a week, but he's only gone for 6 hours altogether in the week. It's just like 3-hour slots twice a week. And I kind of try to come home and do some work or like do some housework and some laundry and stuff, and I don't end up taking a nap. But yes, very tired this time round. I think that's it for symptoms really. One major thing that did happen in the first 3 months was that I did have a loss of pregnancy symptoms at about 7.5 weeks, and we were away at a wedding in Munich. And they just completely went away, and obviously with the nausea I noticed it straight away that it was gone. Enjoyed it for the first kind of day, and then I started getting really worried, and when the symptoms didn't come back I started googling things. freaking myself out with Googling things. Don't Google things, it's just a bad idea. You get all sorts of answers that really freak you out. And I couldn't get the worry out of my mind, so my fiance said, you really need to go in, you need to see someone and have them put your mind at ease, or at least know what's going on. So I did go in. It took almost all day to get an emergency scan, but it was well worth it. We went in and saw the baby was looking good and the heartbeat was great, and they just said, yeah, you know, everything's looking good, so calm down a little bit. Here's a little scan picture here. Hope it's the right way up. It is. They don't look like much when they're that little, but it's just so nice to get the picture, and it was nice to be able to bring this to my little boy and obviously my fiance and say, you know, this is where Mummy's been, and here's the baby that we've been talking about so much. We also had a scan at 12 weeks. Here's a little scan picture here. It's much bigger. Baby was moving around and clapping its hands and stuff, which is crazy to think about how small they are, that they can actually clap their hands and like moving around. I just think that would be so funny to see that, like, not in a scan, actually in person would be so funny. And they sprung the Down syndrome test on us, which I was quite worried and nervous about, but everything was fine. Our chances are very, very low, so that was really, really good and reassuring to see. And obviously it's nice to get all the little scan pictures. Oh, I think my little boy might be coming in, I'm not sure. I'll try to finish this. Oh, hello!
Hello.
Do you want to come and say hello?
Yeah.
To the camera.
To the camera.
You want to come and say hello? You want to finish up the video with Mummy?
Yeah.
Say hi!
Hi.
Say I'm Leo!
I'm Leo.
How are you?
How
Make
are
sure you
you?
don't touch it.
Uh,
Here, sit down so Mummy can finish this. You want to sit down so I can finish this? Yeah, I'll finish up now. I will do another video, a up to 20-week video, because quite a bit has changed since then. Sorry, ignore. I knew this was going to happen. You'd hear me talking to myself in a room alone and have to like run in and check. You had to come and check on me, didn't you? What's Mummy doing in there? Yeah, a lot has changed, and at 23 weeks we will find out what we're having, so I'll do another video then. Thanks very much for watching. Can you come say thank you for watching?
watching.
Thank you for watching. See you next time.
See you next time.
Bye. Bye.